maths, looking at the questions that, apart from the numbers, are the same every time. You can learn how to do them, get yourself into the marks, get yourself into the grades. Solving simultaneous equations. So here we are, solve these simultaneous equations. 2x plus 7y equals 17, 5x plus 3y equals -1. If you watched the previous video, you might want to pause at this stage, try the question yourself, then come back to this video and check the answer. The first thing to do here, though, whenever you see a question like this with simultaneous equations, is to check they are written properly. They always have to be written something x, something y equals some number. So in this case they are, so no problems. No problems with this one at all. So show clear algebraic working. Yes, that's absolutely right. In this kind of question, the examiners know that your calculators can solve these. The equation solver on most calculators will be able to solve these equations, and you could just use that and write down the answers. That's not what they're looking for. They want to see the full working out for these. And they're also going to check your working out. They're going to check that your working out actually does lead to the answers that you have written down. The first move is to take our top equation and multiply our top equation by the x number of the bottom equation. So the x number of the bottom equation is 5x, so I multiply the top equation by 5. The x number of the top equation is 2x, so I multiply the bottom equation by 2. So I'm just multiplying along the top by 5. So that's going to give me 10x, and then 7 times 5, 7 times 5 gives me 35, 35y. Be careful with your signs of these things. So it's 5 times positive 7, which is positive 35, and 17 times 5 is going to be 85. So that's equal to 85. You certainly can use your calculator on these things if the numbers get a little bit big. Multiply the bottom equation by 2. That gives me 10 times x, 10x. Then plus 3 times positive 2 gives me plus 6, positive 6y. And that's going to be equal to -1 times 2, which is -2. Then we notice, of course, that the x is 10 in the top equation, 10x, and 10x in the bottom equation. So we subtract 10x, take away 10x is 0, subtracting bottom equation from top equation. Positive 35, take away 6, 29. So 29y equals, now here's where we have to be careful because we're doing 85 minus -2. So that gives me 87. One big mistake that I see in these kind of questions is when students go wrong with the minuses with these things. So y is going to be equal to 87 divided by 29. So I'll reach for my calculator on that one. Well, that's 3. So y is equal to 3. By the way, in this kind of question, generally we get whole numbers or nice fractions. So if you get an answer that's not a whole number or a nice fraction, it doesn't mean that you are wrong, right? It means that you should go back and check your answer, because that's an indication that you might have gone wrong. So usually whole numbers or nice fractions. What do I mean when I say nice fractions? Fractions that when you make them into a decimal, it actually stops. We don't often get kind of recurring decimals or non-terminating decimal answers for this kind of question. That's not to say you can't, but if you don't get a whole number or a nice fraction, nice decimal, then just go back and check your answer. So we've got y equals 3, and to get my value of x, what I need to do is to put y equals 3 into one of my equations. There's not much to choose between them. Perhaps I'll just go for the top one because it doesn't have a negative. So put y equals 3 into my equation, top equation, 2x plus 7y equals 17. So everywhere I see y, I'm going to do 3 instead. 2x plus 7 times 3 equals 17. So 2x plus 21 equals 17. So my plus 21 on my left-hand side, I need to do a take away 21 on the right-hand side. So 17 take away 21. So 2x equals, okay, 17 take away 21 will give us a negative number, negative 4. So x equals negative 4 divided by 2. Makes a nice whole number, makes negative 2. So there we are, same every time, follow the same method. Not always the quickest method, the most efficient method, but it will get you to the answer. You just have to be a little bit careful with this, make sure that you are accurate. If the video was useful to you, then do please press the like button, also subscribe to the channel, that's useful to us. Thank you very much for watching. I will return with the next video.